Morning. Yes, are you there, guys?
Yeah.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay. So now we'll start with a new topic. Yesterday we have completed that now.
Yesterday I
Hello?
have not attended the class. Yeah.
Okay. the yesterday we have done with the bulk copy. Am I right, everyone? Hello? Hello?
No, sir. Implementing of critical.
It was in incremental load, I think, yesterday.
Okay. Now, bulk copy of table is already done now. Incremental load yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Implementing of incremental load.
Mhm. Oh, right. Okay. So now today we'll start with the bulk copy.
We already done bulk.
Already done, huh?
Bulk also done, sir.
Can we go with SQL then? It's Friday.
Okay. You want SQL? Everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Chalo, no problem. So basically, when we talk about the SQL, SQL is basically structured query language. Okay, structured query language. Where basically the SQL, so the structured query language, SQL stands for what? The structured query language, where this SQL was introduced actually in the year called 1976. Okay. And this was introduced by a company called IBM. That is nothing but International Business Machine. Okay, guys, everyone. It is introduced by a company called what? International Business Machine. Okay. So basically, this language called SQL language was introduced prior for a small calculations. Okay. For small calculations, we used to have the SQL language. Later on, it developed and now, okay, later on it developed, and now it is considered as, guys, now it is considered as okay, a major part of all the products of the RDBMS. Okay, so before that, I would like to even focus on one more thing. What is that? The first one is called as what is a database? Just tell me, guys, everyone. First of all, what is a database?
Where we store data.
Exactly. The database is a place where we store the data. Database is a place where we store the data. So database is nothing but it is a place where actually we store the data. So whereas, as we know that this database requires a system that is called as management system. Okay, the database requires a system called what? Management system. So hence we can say that your management system. Every database requires a system called what? Management system to maintain the database. Every database requires a system that is called as what? A system that is called as management system. Okay. Every database requires a system that is called as what? Management system. So hence it is called as what? Guys, hence it is called as what? DBMS. Hence it is called as what? DBMS. Okay, DBMS. So when we talk about the DBMS, together it is called as what, guys? Database management system. Together it is called as what? Database management system. Together it is called as what? Database management system. Okay. What is DBMS, which stands for what? Database management system. Okay. Which stands for what? Database management system. DBMS. Okay. Hello. Yeah, guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Database management system. To manage the database, the management system of the database performs the following task. What is the task? Let us see first. Okay. It performs the following task. What is that? The first one is called as what? Addition of data. And the second one, deletion of data. Addition of data, deletion of data. Okay, then we have what's it? Solving data query. Okay, addition of data, deletion of data, solving data query. And the next one we have it as what? Addition of data, deletion of data, solving data query. And then we have uh, solving data query and maintain the data structure. Maintaining the data structure. Okay. Now, the fifth one is what? Addition of data, deletion of data, solving data query, maintain the data structure, modification of data, modification of data. These are the basic tasks done by the management system. Yes, guys, everyone. These are the very basic tasks done by the management system. These are the very basic tasks done by the management system, everyone. These are the very basic tasks done by the management system of the database. Okay. So first of all, when we talk about the addition of data, everyone. So what do you mean by addition of data, guys? Whenever you wanted to add, so basically, the database has a system. The database has a system. That system is called as management system. And this management system will manage the database. This management system will manage the database. So without the system, the database cannot be managed. Okay. The system manages the database. This system manages the database. So hence we call it as what? Database management system. And to manage the database, to maintain the database, it performs the following task. What is that? Addition of data. Addition of data means what, guys? Adding new data. Adding new data. So guys, here the DBMS system is just similar to the DBMS system is just similar to the HR manager of a company. HR manager of a company. Now tell me, what is the task done by the HR manager? Tell me now, first of all. Yes. First task. All of you. HR means human resources manager. Am I right? In a company, you have a HR manager. Tell me now, what are the tasks done by the HR manager? First one is what? Recruitment. Okay. What do you have it? Recruitment of employees. Recruitment of employees. Yes, guys, everyone, are you there?
Yeah.
Recruitment of employees means what? It is the addition to the company or not? Huh? Yes, guys. Recruitment of employees means it's addition to the company or not?
Yes.
So now recruitment of employees. It is just similar to the, here we say recruitment of employees and here we say addition of data. Here we say what's that? Addition of data. So guys, the recruitment of employees means what? Whereas the new employees are recruited by the HR manager. New employees are recruited by the HR manager. New employees are recruited by the HR manager of the company. What? For the purpose of development and achieving the task of the company. Am I right? In the same way here also, addition of data we have it. Addition of data means what? Here we have the data will be added. The data will be added. Some addition data, that means new data is always added here, guys. Okay. Always new data is added. Always the new data is added. Addition of data means what? Adding new data. So it can be the rows or columns, whatever we say, but it is nothing but what? Addition of data. It is called as what? Addition of data. That's it, guys. Okay. It is called as what? Addition of data. So here we call it as addition of data, and here we call it as what? Recruitment of employees. New employees are recruited. What for? The new employees are recruited for that is nothing but achieving the task. Okay, achieving the task or whatever the new project they got it to work on this project. New employees are recruited as per the requirement of new various technologies. So that is the basic job of the HR manager. Am I right, everyone? Yes, guys. Hello. Now, next one, what is it you have it? The next one we have the removal of employees. That's removal of employees. Removal of employees means what? Yes, guys, removal of employees means what? Hello? Whichever the employee is not performing based on their performance, based on the performance, or for whichever employee, okay, that is but not required, they feel to the company, they will remove him. Okay. So that is called as what? Removal of employees. removal of employees. They are what is that? Removed by the company. They're removed by the company. Okay, or the removed by the HR manager. Why? Why he removes the employees? Because to maintain the company, to manage the company, to drive the company towards the way of what is that? Success, basically. Okay, am I right? So here also the same way. Here we say what is that? Addition of employees. Addition of employees. That is recruitment of employees means what? New employees are recruited always. New employees are recruited always. Okay. Here what happens here? New employees are recruited. New employees are recruited. Okay, guys. New employees are recruited. New employees are recruited. So the new employees are recruited for what? So to for achieving the new task. That is the word for achieving the work they already have it. Okay. So that is nothing but the we have it as what? Yes, we have it as what, guys? Addition of data and recruitment of employees. Both are same. Deletion of data means with the data which is not required by the database, we can remove it, which is not required to be in the database. We can remove it by using what's that? Deletion of data. So here also the employees which is not required for the company, they will remove. So who will do this? This task is done by the HR manager. Am I right? And now solving data queries means what? Guys, this is a very important factor. Solving data query. Solving data query is nothing but basically to solve the query of the data. What do you make query? Query is nothing but requirement. Suppose your database has lakhs and crores of records are there. But suppose I wanted to view only those records of the employees who joined on or before 1st January 2022. I want to see only those employees' records. I want to see only those employees' records who joined the company on or after, yes, 1st January 2022. So now tell me, so once the all 1st January 2022, after that, whomever employees joined, I can see only, I want to see only those records. So tell me now, this is my query or not? This is my requirement or not, everyone? Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, we have what's that? This is my requirement. So hence what I'm doing it, what we will do is solving the data query. So now, or else I want, or else the third question, what is it I wanted here is solving data query. I'll take some other example. I want only those employees to be displayed whose salary is between 15 and 50,000. I wanted only those employees listed to be displayed, all of you. I want only those employees listed to be displayed whose salary is between 5,000 and 15,000. Whose salary is between 5,000 and 15,000. This is a requirement or not? Tell me now. Hello. Yeah, guys, everyone. It's a requirement or not? Hello. I want the data to be displayed for of though only those employees whose salary, guys, everyone, whose salary, everyone, whose salary is between 15,000 and yes, 15,000 and whose salary is between whose salary, okay, guys, okay, whose salary is between what is that? Whose salary is between 5,000 and what is that? 15,000 and what is it? 50,000. 15,000 and 50,000. This is the requirement of the data. So based on that, we will be solving the same. That means to solve the query of the data, we use what is that? Solving data query as one of the major tasks on the database by using the system called what? Management system. Here also, solving employees problems, you can see. And then you have what's that? The next one. Maintain the structure. What is that? Maintaining the data structure. What do we want? Maintaining the database, maintaining the structure of the database. Everything is the task of what is that? Everything is the task of the database management system. Here also, maintaining the, yes, guys, maintaining the employees is a task of what is that? The HR manager. It is a task of what? HR manager. In the same way, ah, okay, maintaining the employees. This is the task of the HR manager. And the next one, we have what is that? The fifth one we can say. Ah, modification of data means what? Yes, changing the portfolios. Changing the portfolios means what, guys? One of the employees got promoted. So his, okay, his designation will be changed or not? Tell me. Obviously, his designation will be changed. Okay, one of the employee got the promotion. Whenever any employee gets the promotion, whenever any employee gets the promotion, whenever any employee gets the promotion, guys, whenever any employee gets the promotion, automatically his portfolio will be changed. His portfolio will be changed from the current portfolio to whatever the thing we have it. Okay, whatever the thing we have it. So now here also modification of data. The same task means according to the requirement, the data is modified. According to the requirement, the data is modified. Okay, guys. According to the requirement, the data, that is nothing but the data is modified. Okay, that is called as what? Modification of data. So, guys, these are the 5 basic tasks done by the management system of the database. Like the HR manager, the management system does the 5 basic tasks. The management system does the 5 basic tasks. So why, whereas guys, to do this 5 basic tasks, the DBMS, okay, the DBMS on the database management system, many authors has developed their own techniques to achieve these 5 tasks. Many authors has developed their own techniques. What are those techniques? The first technique was introduced, guys, everyone. The first technique was introduced by what is it? HDBMS. Okay. Whereas the HDBMS stands for what, guys? Somebody? HDBMS stands for what? HDBMS stands for Hierarchical Database Management System. And this was anyways failed due to some or the other reason. Okay, this was failed due to some of the other reason. We are not using still here. Okay, then again another author, okay, then another author developed one more technique that is called as what? NDBMS. So again, this was also in use for some time, but this was also failed because of some of the reason. So hence it is called as what? Network Database Management System. Network Database Management System. That is called as what? NDBMS. Network Database Management System. What is it? Network Database Management System. That is called as what? NDBMS. And the next one, guys, NDBMS is done. HDBMS is done. Then again, even as this was failed, another, guys, everyone, another technique was developed here. Another technique was developed. So that is called as what? ODBMS. Which stands for what? Object Database Management System. Object Database Management System, which stands for what? Object Database Management System. Okay, guys, which stands for what? Object Database Management System. And even this was in use for some time, and even this was failed due to some or the other reason. Okay. Later on, guys, these techniques were developed by various authors. Okay. So, anyways, as the techniques were failed, so okay, it's not that important to know the name of the author. Now, finally, one technique was developed that is called as what? RDBMS. And this technique was super successful, which was developed by an author called Mr. E.F. Cod. Mr. What is that? Yes, this testing technique was developed by an author called what is that? E.F. Cod. This author was okay. This technique was developed by an author called what is it, guys? E.F. Cod. Okay, E.F. Cod. And at the time of developing this technique called, guys, at the time of developing this technique called RDBMS, he assigned how many? 12 rules. He assigned how many rules? 12 rules, which are called as, yes, guys, which are called as what is that? Relational rules. Which are called as what? Relational rules. Which are called as what? Relational rules or Cod's rules. Which are called as what? Relational rules or Cod's rules. Okay, which are even now that is something, but very okay, very good author, and these are the very successful we can say the rules he has laid it down. What's that? That is called as what? That is called as what? Relational rules, or they are also called as what? Cards rules. They're also called as what? Cards rules. Relational rules or cards rules. Okay, relational rules or cards rules. So now, what according to this, what does it says, guys? According to this, what does it says? A product which claims to be an RDBMS. According to which, a product which claims to be an RDBMS. Suppose Oracle says it's an RDBMS. That means it must and should satisfy, guys, everyone. It must and should satisfy the 12 rules. It must and should satisfy what is that? 12 rules. It must and should satisfy the 12 rules of Mr. E.F. Cod. It must and should satisfy the 12 rules of Mr. E.F. Cod. It must and should satisfy the 12 rules of Mr. E.F. Cod. And one of the major rule, everyone is following or not? Hello?
Yeah, follow.
Ah, so one of the major rule, guys, one of the major rules states that one language rule. This is a very important rule that is called as what? One language rule. One language rule. According to this rule, it says that any product which claims to be an RDBMS for data solving or for achieving the above 5 tasks, for achieving the 5 above tasks, it must and should use only one language. That language is called as what? SQL language. That language is called as what? SQL language. That language is called as what, guys? SQL language, where this SQL language, okay, SQL language, okay, it uses the language called what? One language rule. According to this rule, according to this rule, a product which claims to be an RDBMS must and should use only one language. What is that? SQL language. What for? For achieving the above 5 tasks. Okay. So for that, it uses a language called SQL. Now we can say SQL is a part of all the products of RDBMS. Now the SQL is a part of all the products of RDBMS. Irrespective of this, we can say a product which claims to be an RDBMS must and should satisfy the must and should use what is that? SQL as the language for achieving the above tasks, because of the rule called one language rule, which was developed by Mr. E.F. Cod, who is the author for Relational Database Management System. Okay. What's it? RDBMS stands for what? Relational Database Management System. Relational Database Management System. Okay. So when language rule. So now this SQL language is developed by IBM in the year called 1956. The next one. When you talk about the SQL language commands. Guys, everyone, SQL language commands. The first SQL language, guys, the first SQL language, we have it here as a SQL language commands. Okay. The first command of the SQL language is what? The first one is called as a DDL. Means what, guys? Tell me now. DDL stand for what? Data definition language. Data definition language, where how to define the data. This is called as a data definition language. According to this, the data definition language, according to the DDL, that is data definition language, guys, everyone, according to the data definition language, this is used to define the data, that is, it is used to define the data. It is used to define the data for which it provides only three subcommands. The first one is called as what, guys? Is the first one is called as what? Create. Create, alter, drop. Create, alter, and drop. Means what, guys? All of you. Create means it creates a table. It creates the table. That's it. Okay, guys. Alter means what? It alters the table. That means it changes the table. That means existing table is there. You have to make some changes. For that, what happens here? It uses three commands, sub commands, you can say. Alter comes with three sub commands. One is the add, drop, modify. Add, drop, and modify. These are the three commands we have it. Alter comes with a three. What is that? Add, drop, and modify. Where add means what? It is used to add a new column. Okay. And drop is used for what? Dropping, removing the column. Modify means already any changes if you want to do it. Okay, guys, everyone. Next one. After this, you have this drop. This drop is what? This drop is nothing but it is used to remove the table itself. This drop, this drop is used to remove table itself, complete table. So the basic difference here is that this create is used, guys. Create is used to create a table. Alter is used to alter the table, existing table, and drop is used to remove the table physically. These are the three basic commands we have it, which is called as what? Data definition language commands. These are called as what? Data definition language commands. Clear, everyone? Yes, guys? Hello?
Yes.
Next one. You have what's that? DML, which stands for what, guys? DML stand for data manipulation language commands. Data manipulation language commands, where DML stands for what? Data manipulation language commands, where the DML is provided with the three subcommands. Those are called as insert.
Update.
Yes, very good. So the next one is what? Insert, update. Then we have the third one that is called as delete. Three subcommands only. So now guys, here we use what? Insert is used to create a new rows. Insert is used to what? Write a new rows. Update is used to, yes guys, change the existing data. Whenever you have, suppose you have employee salary as 5,000. I want to replace this 5,000 with 50,000. So this is called as what? Updating the data. Deleting means what? Deleting all the rows. Delete rows means delete all the rows. That's it. And now guys, the third command is very important. That is called as what? DQL or DRL. DQL or DRL, which stands for what? Data query language. Data query language. Or we can say data retrieval language. Data retrieval language. Data query language or data retrieval language. It has only one command, guys, that is called a select. Select means what? Choose it and display. That's it. You cannot make any modifications by using the select command. Make sure. Okay, guys, everyone. So these are the three basic commands and very important commands required by us. Okay, so that's it, guys. Okay, and we have another three commands are there. So those commands we will see in the next session. Okay, these are the three commands we have it. So everyone, just have a note of it. It's very okay, important to know. So as you people were not aware of it, so hence I have okay, just made it here. I'm just copying and pasting it in the chat box for your information, guys. Everyone, make a note of it and can have it. Everyone, okay? Here, guys. Everyone. Hello. Yeah, are you there, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
that's it. The next we have all more three commands are there that we will see in the next session. Then or it is on next Friday we'll complete that. Okay. Every Friday we'll see one language. So this Friday, the coming, we'll complete this. And then prior to that, we'll start with the Python also. Okay, guys. That's it. Thank you, everyone. So I'm ending up the class. So we'll meet again on Monday. Thank you. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Please. Thank you.